1860. In a quiet village in India, a mother lights an incense stick for one last time. The air is still, the prayers are whispered, and the smoke rises like a soul preparing to leave. They did not know what waited across the ocean, only that they were leaving behind their language, their land, and maybe a part of themselves, bound for a place called Natal, a place unknown, but soon to become home. They came from every corner of the land, farmers, some were priests, some were widows, and children, with bundles on their backs and silence in their hearts, they walked. Some thought it was a job, some thought it was just for a while, but most didn't know what to do. Behind them, centuries of tradition. Ahead, a contract signed in a language they couldn't read. 5 years, it said, no promises, no return. They reached the harbor, but no one was ready. How could you ever be ready to leave behind everything you've ever known? One road. That's all that remained between the land they knew and the unknown. They didn't leave the riches, only a name, a prayer, and the hope that the sea wouldn't forget them. When the rope dropped, it wasn't just the ship setting sail, it was people taken from their homeland, bound for the sugarcane fields of Natal, never knowing if they'd ever return. And so began the journey, not just across oceans, but through history. The sea did not welcome them with calm. Rain lashed the decks, waves slammed the hull like angry fists, and the air was thick with the stench of damp cloth, seasickness, and fear. Days blurred, food was spoilt. Some whispered that the sea was cursed, punishing them for leaving the land of their ancestors. And yet, through the rain, through the cold, they kept moving, because ahead there was land, and with it a silver of something fragile, called hope. They arrived to find that freedom had not been waiting. Their contracts spoke of opportunity, but what they found was soil, hard, foreign, unforgiving. The youngest among them knew little of the country they had come to, only that the work was endless, the lashes were real, and the pay barely enough to buy bread. They weren't just growing sugar, they were planting something far more sacred, the first seeds of a community that would one day rise from this very soil. From this cane, once harvested by broken hands, comes something new. Not wealth for someone else, not pain for someone's profit, but sweetness, pressed from the very stalks that once carried their sorrow. It took generations to turn toil into tradition, to turn survival into celebration. But here, in every drop is proof. We are not just what was done to us. We are what we choose to create it from. And from the fields, they built this. Not just a market, but a memory made visible. A place where stories are sold with every chili, every prayer bead, every piece of cloth. Here in Verulam, you don't just buy food, you taste generations. You don't just shop, you honor those who never stopped surviving. This is what they made, with their backs bent in the sun, with language on their tongues that was almost lost, with spice in their blood and hope in their hands. This is the Verulam Market, alive with soul, rooted in history, and still, after all these years, a sacred space where the past breathes and the future is fed. And then there are the voices, the guardians of this place, men and women who've stood behind these tables for decades, holding up not just the market, but its memory. They've weathered floods, shutdowns and rising costs, but still they show up. Because for them, this is more than a living, it's a legacy.
15 years,
About 15 years.
and you got all the different spices in
Yeah,
here.
but at the moment I'm not stock at the moment. We probably from Durban Market.
Is that where you're from?
Yeah,
So how do you know how much to mix in your?
Please know your limit. That's what I was taught.
How long are you in this business now?
Hey, long time, yeah, we have 42 years the shop here.
42 years. 50 years.
Yeah, about 64 years. I'm my age is 64.
Wow. Wow. That's
From 90
amazing.
days.
Wow.
Father's Day. From 90 days.
And then there's Pon, a leaf folded like a secret. Inside, a love letter to the senses. Rose jam, crushed cardamom, candy-coated fennel, a recipe passed down with a wink and a smile. One bite and suddenly I'm 10 years old again.
You can actually get it freshly.
What is this, Emil?
Sweet pan.
Oh wow.
So normally, traditionally, you'll have to go to a fair to get this. You have to go to some sort of place. But you can actually get it freshly prepared for you at the market.
So how do you eat it?
You're just gonna have to
Different peppers. They've got like 5 or 6 different things.
the whole thing in your mouth. Hi Auntie, how are you?
I'm okay in yourself.
It was so lovely this one, we actually needed more.
How long are you doing this for now?
For 30 years.
30 years. So what's in it? So you just got syrup, you got some sweets. What's in there?
Soup milk and wedding butternut.
And wedding beef nut. Okay, okay.
She gave you one.
Yeah.
One more.
How many took? How many?
Three.
Do you like cut butternut with it? Do you like cut butternut with it? You can take from here.
This got here.
Is it good?
Once the sweetness hits your tongue. Very good.
Today, Verulam Market is full of life. Fresh fruit, vegetables, spices, all neatly packed, picked and ready to go. But what you see here isn't just a place to shop. It's a result of everything that came before. The journey, the struggle, the community that built it brick by brick. Each stall has a story. Each product carries a little bit of the past and a whole lot of pride. It's not always perfect, but hey, it's real and it's ours. Verulam Market, built by those who came with nothing and created something that still stands strong today. Thanks for watching. If this reminded you of home and taught you something new, give it a like, share it, and subscribe for more local stories.